The relationship between China and Malaysia has been historically strong, characterized by robust economic, political, and cultural ties. Key aspects include economic ties. China is Malaysia's largest trading partner. In recent years, bilateral trade has grown significantly, with China importing electronics, palm oil, and natural gas from Malaysia. Chinese investments in Malaysia cover various sectors, including manufacturing, construction, and real estate. Major projects include the Malaysia-China Kuantan Industrial Park and investments in the Johor Bahru region. Political relations. Diplomatic relations between the two countries have been steady, with high-level visits and agreements enhancing cooperation. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, is a significant factor in their relationship, with Malaysia being an important partner. Cultural exchange. There is a significant Chinese community in Malaysia, which contributes to strong cultural ties. Educational exchanges and tourism also play vital roles in the bilateral relationship. Malaysia has shown interest in BRICS, a group comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. BRICS nations represent significant markets for trade and investment. Malaysia seeks to enhance economic cooperation with these emerging economies. Joining BRICS could help Malaysia diversify its economic partners and reduce dependency on Western markets. Collaboration with BRICS can provide Malaysia with access to new technologies, funding, and expertise, which are essential for its development goals. Malaysia is strategically located in Southeast Asia, bordering Thailand to the north, Indonesia to the south, and Brunei to the northeast. It has maritime boundaries with Vietnam and the Philippines and consists of two regions: Peninsular Malaysia and East Malaysia on Borneo Island. Malaysia's trade is heavily influenced by its strategic location along major sea routes. Key trading partners include China, Singapore, the United States, Japan, and Thailand. Major exports are electronics, machinery, chemicals, petroleum products, and palm oil, while imports include electronics, machinery, petroleum products, plastics, and vehicles. Trade between Malaysia and China has been growing, with China being Malaysia's largest trading partner. Malaysia exports electronic goods, palm oil, liquefied natural gas, and chemicals to China. Malaysia imports electronics, machinery, and textiles from China. Significant projects include the East Coast Rail Link, ECRL, which is part of China's Belt and Road Initiative and aims to enhance connectivity within Malaysia and with China. Malaysia is a significant partner in the BRI, with several infrastructure projects aimed at enhancing connectivity and economic integration. This is a major infrastructure project funded by China, intended to improve Malaysia's internal connectivity and link its east and west coasts. Joint industrial parks, like the Malaysia-China Kuantan Industrial Park, focus on fostering industrial cooperation and investment. Malaysia's economy is diverse, with significant contributions from manufacturing, services, and agriculture. The GDP growth has been steady, although impacted by global economic conditions, including the COVID-19 pandemic. Malaysia faces challenges such as income inequality, high household debt, and reliance on exports, making it vulnerable to global economic fluctuations. The post-pandemic recovery is underway, with efforts to boost domestic consumption, digital economy, and green initiatives. Experts suggest that Malaysia's potential BRICS membership is unlikely to disrupt its ties with the US. Malaysia has a balanced foreign policy, maintaining strong relations with both Western and Eastern partners. Malaysia values its strategic and economic ties with the US, which includes significant trade and security cooperation. Malaysia's interest in BRICS is seen as part of its broader strategy to diversify its economic relationships without undermining its existing alliances. Malaysia's role in BRICS trade and economics can be understood through several dimensions, although Malaysia is not a BRICS member. Its interactions with BRICS nations influence global trade dynamics and economic strategies. Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos about BRICS development, power, and influence on the world. Let's continue now. As Malaysia's largest trading partner, China plays a pivotal role in its trade dynamics. Malaysia and India have strong trade relations, particularly in the palm oil and rubber sectors. India is one of the largest importers of Malaysian palm oil. Trade with Russia includes machinery, equipment, and aerospace components. There have also been discussions on enhancing agricultural and defense cooperation. The trade relationship includes the exchange of agricultural products, particularly soybeans and corn. Malaysia imports meat and animal feed from Brazil. Trade includes the exchange of goods like machinery, chemicals, and agricultural products. Malaysia exports electrical and electronic products to South Africa. Chinese investments in Malaysia span various sectors, including infrastructure, manufacturing, and real estate. Indian companies invest in Malaysia's IT, pharmaceuticals, and manufacturing sectors. Similarly, Malaysian firms invest in India's infrastructure and energy sectors. There is growing interest in joint ventures, particularly in aerospace, defense, and oil and gas sectors. Rosatom, the Russian state nuclear energy corporation, has been exploring opportunities in Malaysia. Investments are relatively limited, but growing in sectors like agriculture and renewable energy. Brazilian firms see opportunities in Malaysia's biofuel sector. South African investments in Malaysia focus on financial services, telecommunications, and the automotive industry. Malaysian companies also see South Africa as a gateway to the African market. Malaysia's strategic location in Southeast Asia makes it an important gateway for trade between BRICS countries and ASEAN, Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Its well-developed ports and infrastructure support this role. Malaysia is a key player in ASEAN, and its economic policies often influence broader regional trade dynamics. The country acts as a bridge for BRICS nations looking to engage with ASEAN markets. Malaysia aims to diversify its economic relationships to reduce dependency on traditional Western markets. Engaging with BRICS nations is part of this strategy, providing access to new markets and investment opportunities. Collaborations with BRICS countries in technology and innovation sectors are growing. Malaysia seeks to enhance its technological capabilities through partnerships with countries like India and China. Malaysia's focus on sustainable development aligns with BRICS initiatives. Cooperation in areas such as renewable energy, green technology, and sustainable agriculture is expanding. Over-reliance on any single BRICS country, particularly China, can pose economic risks. Diversifying trade and investment partners is crucial. Navigating geopolitical tensions between BRICS countries and Western nations, including the US, requires careful diplomatic balancing. Internal challenges such as income inequality, political instability, and economic reforms need to be addressed to fully leverage opportunities with BRICS nations. Expanding trade with BRICS countries provides access to large and growing markets. Attracting investments from BRICS nations can boost Malaysia's economic growth and development. With BRICS countries can enhance Malaysia's technological capabilities and innovation ecosystem. Participation in projects like China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, can improve Malaysia's infrastructure and connectivity. Malaysia's role in trade and economic relations with BRICS countries is multifaceted, involving trade partnerships, investment flows, strategic collaborations, and navigating geopolitical dynamics. While not a BRICS member, Malaysia actively engages with BRICS nations to enhance its economic growth, diversify its trade relationships, and leverage opportunities for development and innovation. Malaysia's role in dedollarization, the global movement to reduce reliance on the US dollar in international trade and finance, can be understood through several key aspects. Malaysia has explored and implemented the use of local currencies in bilateral trade, particularly with major trading partners like China. This reduces dependency on the US dollar and mitigates exchange rate risks. In 2009, Malaysia and China signed a currency swap agreement to promote bilateral trade and investment using their local currencies, the ringgit and the yuan. This agreement has been renewed and expanded over the years, facilitating trade without the need for US dollars. Malaysia, as a member of ASEAN, participates in regional efforts to promote the use of local currencies for trade and investment among ASEAN member states. This initiative aims to strengthen regional financial stability and reduce dependency on the US dollar. Malaysia also engages in financial cooperation with ASEAN Plus 3, ASEAN plus China, Japan, and South Korea, which includes efforts to enhance the use of local currencies in regional trade and investment. Bank Negara Malaysia, the central bank, has been diversifying its foreign exchange reserves to include a wider range of currencies, reducing reliance on the US dollar. This strategy aims to enhance financial stability and mitigate risks associated with dollar volatility. Malaysia is a global leader in Islamic finance, which often involves transactions in currencies other than the US dollar. The growth of this sector contributes to de-dollarization by increasing the use of alternative currencies. Malaysia is a founding member of the AIIB, a multilateral development bank led by China. The AIIB promotes the use of local currencies in its operations, supporting de-dollarization efforts. Although Malaysia is not a BRICS member, its cooperation with BRICS countries includes support for initiatives like the NDB, which also encourages the use of local currencies for development financing. Malaysia's growing trade with BRICS countries supports de-dollarization, as these countries are major proponents of reducing dollar dependency. Bilateral trade agreements often involve the use of local currencies. Malaysia actively engages in South-South cooperation, promoting trade and investment among developing countries. These initiatives frequently involve transactions in local currencies rather than the US dollar. The US dollar remains the dominant global currency for trade and finance, making de-dollarization efforts challenging. Local currencies may lack the liquidity and stability of the US dollar, posing risks for international trade and investment. Domestic economic policies, political stability, and global geopolitical dynamics can influence the effectiveness of de-dollarization efforts. Reducing reliance on the US dollar can enhance financial stability by mitigating risks associated with dollar fluctuations. De-dollarization efforts can strengthen regional financial cooperation and integration, benefiting economic growth and stability. Increased use of local currencies in international trade and finance can boost their global standing and support economic sovereignty. Malaysia plays a proactive role in de-dollarization through bilateral trade agreements, regional initiatives, central bank policies, participation in international financial institutions, and expanding trade with BRICS and other emerging markets. While challenges remain, Malaysia's efforts contribute to a broader global movement towards reducing dependency on the US dollar, enhancing financial stability, and promoting economic diversification. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to get exclusive videos about how phenomenally China is developing and growing its influence over the world. Until the next video, stay tuned.